The idea of literal interpretation suffers from the possibility of multiple definitions of the word literal. Two main uses of the phrase literal interpretation exist, which can cause confusion. Both are valid when properly understood, but the two should not be mixed. The first is the idea that literal interpretation is the opposite of figurative language at the level of expression. The use of metaphors, similes, and other figures of speech are common in the Bible, just like they are in all human communication, ancient and current. Some examples include when Jesus is called the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the branch, the bread of life. Further teaching that Jesus has a sword in his mouth when he returns to earth is never taken to mean that he has a piece of steel hanging off his tongue. The concept is a figure of speech that is readily identified from previous revelation. And it mentions Isaiah. Christ will subdue his enemies by the power of his spoken word. With study, most metaphors and figures of speech like these are relatively easy to recognize. The second way that the word literal is used is as a technical term in the field of hermeneutics. In this regard, literal interpretation refers to an overall approach to hermeneutics that is text-based. The issue is not primarily how one takes individual expressions in the text. It is sometimes called grammatical historical interpretation or literal grammatical historical interpretation. The opposite of literal in this sense is not figure of speech or symbolic language. The opposite is allegory, a non-textual understanding with which will be described below. Article 15 of the Chicago Statement of Biblical Hermeneutics provides an excellent guide. We affirm the necessity of interpreting the Bible according to literal or normal sense. And I know there's an issue with the word normal, but I'll keep reading. The literal sense is the grammatical historical sense. That is the meaning which the writer expressed. And so it's the meaning of the text.